Hi, I'm Ruby, and I'm the synthesizer and keyboard player in the Rockin Roland Girls Band, as well as for Disney and American Idol artists based here in Los Angeles. I grew up listening to classical, jazz, rock, and blues, and began playing piano when I was 5 years old. Throughout middle and high school, I played in the jazz band, the gospel choir, and was the music director for my school's musicals. I recently graduated from Berklee College of Music in Boston, and now I work as a touring and session musician. When playing on the Lucina, you have over 140 built-in sounds to choose from. The keyboard player then has the ability to go from playing bass, to organ, to strings, to piano, to synth sounds. Depending on the sounds, the synth player is able to play a pad tone, which fills out the sound and space, or can play a lead line, which is more predominant. An example of a pad would be, if I click on number 1 and scroll with the variation key up to number 14 in the red box. An example of a lead line would be if I click the special tone button and then click number 2 where it says Synth 2. One of the instruments most commonly doubled by a synth player is the synth bass, which we learned about in our previous bass lesson. By changing the bass tones, you also change the style and feel of the song. Just by changing the tone, you also change the feel of the song. An example of a synth bass pad is if I click on number 1 and scroll up to 17. These are some examples of my favorite synth sounds. If you click on number 1 and scroll up to number 21 here in the box, this is a great example of a synth pad. An example of a lead line is if you click on number 2 and scroll to number 17 in the box. Another one of my favorite lead lines is number 1 and then scroll to number 15. The Lucina also has expressive controllers built in where you can wave your hand over the invisible D-beam to alter the sound. As well as the modulation bar and the touch controller to bend, twist, and sculpt each sound as you play. Being the synth player is a lot of fun because I get to add sounds to enhance the overall track, whether it's in more of a supporting role with a synth pad or playing a lead solo line more in the forefront. I also have the ability to play so many different sounds off this one instrument. Within one song, I can go from playing an organ to a synth lead to a synth pad to a bass to a drum track. I'm Ruby, and I hope you enjoyed learning about the Lucina and the role of the synth player with me today.